Well, we have your mom, good evening. Ene akwaba eba jasu jumedie so. Ene ye were yim. The entire nation of Ghana and Esu. We are mourning. Enya adeketwa. This is not an NDC funeral. This is not an MPP thing. It's a national disaster. Ghana nyina disaster kese pa ena atoyen ewo oman Ghana mu. Anope ye sorry ye anti asem de. Yanti asem de. Able-bodied young men are more dedicated to our life. So almost some Ghana. It's a sad day for Ghana. It's a sad day for Ghana. This is horrible. This is terrible. Areho. Da. So oko Bible ni mo a. When Bible need describe the last days ebesia ewiase we beko awie ya. It said the na to Ghana yi. O say da enyono. Da enyono. This day is a bitter day for Ghana. Bitter enyono ma Ghana pa. Oko kan say. Me friend MPP from penifoni be before I hear by say if you no politics today. No politics this week. There is a national disaster and it's true. When you NDC na enyo. And MPP na enyo. This is a national disaster. Hey, able-bodied young men, obian so da yan contemplated da. So owu beba na boboano. Na ye da sorry ya. Me sum Ghana onya se me kopema. Me sum Ghana nya se me kopesika. Me sum Ghana nya se me kodi bone. Me sum memman. Because said ye Solomon and Kasa Troy in Ecclesiastes. Osi onipa who asase so de obenye bia do it with all your might and with all your heart. Omo sum omo my Ghana with omakuma ne omo nsa omo adwene omo odi nyina o. Ana we. That's amazing. But the same Solomon also can wo Ecclesiastes say emre ene nkrabia etu obia. Emre ene shebre akwanhia accident etu obia. But accident we dey eya. Accident we dey eya. Helicopter disaster saying. Hey, now yenya yewo Ghana Armed Forces. The finest flight crew. The finest pilots. Ghana Air Force eno mukuta. Ntie ba ne sen. Den. Ghana Armed Forces, we will need more explanation beyond press statement na mo de abano. Hey, where the emo ya o? Emo ya o. Dr. Omane Boama. Hey, how? Medical doctor cum politician. One of the finest young men you find in NDC. One of the finest men you find in NDC. Hey, ebane saying, eye den, any bedru hey. Hey, Onyankopon kasamayen why? Kasamayen na we die emu rem. Kasamayen na emu rem papa kasamayen. Hey, Ghana. And you have a list of these in penifwa kesiye yo mafru muno. Dr. Omane Boama, Alhaji Ibrahim Mutala Mohammed, another fine politician. To the beer or co overboard in the idea is the normal politics. He say, Obiaye. Dr. Samuel Sapon. Just say, in NDC successor, Omunya ye, Ewo Ashanti region. One of the people who had sowed the seed, Omuye Juma in Ashanti region, Dr. Sapon Kahon. From Atamil's time, Besi President Mahama first abang Besi nde. Hey, why? Where the one of the flights a friend saying lieutenant omo fly plane Nancy a man award Nancy na papa koji award kesiye oko just like that na ire ne ma nika say nipa gi boom ko Dr. Omane Boama ma mi fie omo ko Dr. Omane Boama nkasa fie ko fodua efija che so omo nyina muni fa so ni maame be ye den ne yire ne ma be ye den daddy lumbe wu ye yensu ye yo dada kedi kra wu ye yensu ye yo ena we so abeka ho no. Hey, this is a national disaster. A national disaster in a national disaster. Na ye nyina ye begina ha ama abusuafo nyina ye akona to me say ye Julius Debra oh yeah announcement ko na no ho popo. Hey, somebody ain't kind of saying me kwako ye program abasisi a as somebody who has flown a couple of times on Air Force flight plane with helicopter way me who ye. Hey, Dr. Mani Boama who saying Dr. Sapon who saying Mutala who saying Moko he oh pasa de ya kan ye see hwe ahaban eyi che say me hu west ni po amenka me hu po che it's sad. Hey Ghana ye die mia o ye die mia nkasa ye die mia nkasa yema NDC aban yako ene shedding. President Mama, minim how you are coping today. President Mama, I don't know. I don't even want to guess how you are coping today. President Mama shedding what is shedding? This is sad because on Monday, President Mama fan is about. He was one of the people who Uncle Fokra pencil said that she be obey me about the NDC flag bearer because what ton boy training no. Oh, President Mama shedding. Oh dear. And a Francis can say a Black Wednesday. Ye charge ye muni. Ye sunu good gem. Asem we dear. Ya now so da ye da. Say be baba to yen. Hey. And about for to say Ghana. This is a national disaster. Hey Ghana for when your politics. Ya no be obey politics be out. Ye me can message kra no mabuao. We nye NDC wo. Ena we nye MPP wo. We asem kese na atu yen. Be se be na wotwe mienu nie. Disaster upon disaster. Abofu. Na anu abofu anakro ben so. Me nua be ma nkoso hini krom. Enkola be se 15 o se den so kan bomu wi. Emi esie enkola ni nyina bomu. Aden. Ena we so abeka ho no. Aden. There was say to me it say meanwhile afia mposo ne call National Day of Prayer o. Iti dey na ekoso. Yakopon kasama e why? Ede mpa na ekoso. Ede na ekoso. Jalulu so mabusuafo ya akọ. Yes. Abusuafo shade na we de ebro adwene ntiase so. Franklina enso sa dia reho o say it's sad. This is beyond sad o. Where bro the word sad minim say sad nechi no where the be wo ho no ma ye betimi dia ka ho a. Hey, they just died. How? Also masters multimedia say better galamsey for no. Now armed forces you play helicopter there galamsey for cry here no munya access to it. This cannot be galamsey. Galamsey for no mu ye o ma to aduru ana ma ye den. It cannot be galamsey. Me kwaba me som me my Ghana me kwaba any Saturday na mami boye Julius Debra na announcement America say na ne ho popo no
a military helicopter this morning around the Adansi area in Ashanti region. Government regrets to announce the demise of the following persons in the tragic crash. Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, Minister for Defense. Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology. Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Lemonad, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture. Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, and Mr. Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate. Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The President and government extends our condolences and sympathies to the families of our comrades and the servicemen who died in service to the country. All flags are to fly at half-mast until further notice. Thank you.
And here, asam na reho, yera Julia Debra, wafo, and rightfully so. Nobody can even, to me, why a Benman put wait to make an announcement way. Just say, the entire Ghana, where Asem Kesi is a national day of major disaster in Ghana.
Around the Adansi area in Ashanti region. Government regrets to announce the demise of the following persons in the tragic crash. Dr. Edward Kofi Omane-Boamah, Minister for Defense. Alhaji Dr. Ibrahim Murtala Muhammad, MP, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology. Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Lemonad, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator and former Minister for Food and Agriculture. Dr. Samuel Sapon, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress. And Mr. Samuel Abuaji, a former parliamentary candidate. Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi Anala, Flying Officer Manin Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah. The President and government extends our condolences and sympathies to the families of our comrades and the servicemen who died in service to the country. All flags are to fly at half-mast until further notice.
Enti ano na ai asem no but obi message a odi aba sisi a say sika o say oman a asofo e professor ya de bia prophecy ni about owuo e be den away nc. Well, because there's a video that is going around and also chest so for bi hu yi e ma o kan say Dr. Omane-Boamah friend no and na Dr. Omane-Boamah am friend no say bibi besi. We don't know because then I make catch say Solomon kan o Bible mo say emre ne nkra bi etu obi a ntu hu yo we hu owo de ebetu ye nyina time no na yenim time no na yenim enti chese it's a sad one me will be a oko Dr. Omane-Boamah fie ho o fie ho me ne be kasa ne ahwe de na e cost because ne ma me chese enye easy Rankus Miller or say I would have lost the president as well. Okay, I see Nanka president to crank or fruits up the same plane, no. It is Nanka president fruits up plane now. And kono so asamaba. Ya de nyanko pan se one fro. The ake cry yesu no. Ye ntumi mpepa ye nemu nisio. Na ya san akoka bi e de aba be kan. Eric say if you to asofo no fo. Owu hu prophecy ni dooso. Omo ti bibi omo ko nipa ne na so omo ko bo na mane fear and panic no e dooso. Lottie James or say Samuel Abuaji will meet again what na yakupon emfa wunsie ye because we dey a black Wednesday pa na ato Ghana for no Getty appear say and you believe all these matrama pastors. We don't believe them, but me see obi na sending message say this is what was going on news trending and appear say Dr. Omane-Boamah is an only child. Or say Dr. Omane-Boamah ne ma mi di ni bakro Mami edemia. Na mi edemia. Obi so na ka o se sami je fi so frubi. Enti sami je fi so Nyankopon fa ne kra ensie ye. Asamo akwa me so hwe e wo UK asamo akwa me ye nyina ye nhedin na asem kese e na ato Ghana for no. This is a sad day for Ghana indeed. Owo de obi ani wo de ogina ba bi sere. Untu enisa wo sere da. O se a o etwa o. Owo ye nyina be fro obisi Dr. Omane-Boamah Kofi demrife due ni amane hunu Nyankopon fa wonante boko nkodru Abraham kukum wate na wa kohome te bona o se galamsey fo no o se yes shoot and kill no mante galamsey fo ho adwuma e na akofa we e de aba asamwa kwame so UK asamwa ye da se bebre se wo so efresen o hwe yen enne nya da ye politics nti se de maka no wo abeba ha na wadwen ye wo se wo ne wo be ye politics ye nka ye ni adaje be kan wo message cause ye twa adwo e na ye su che se asem kese e na ato Ghana no wo Isaac Odame or see it's a sad day for all of us. Indeed it is a sad day. Okay, mamon kamo amoye na NDC sacrifice. What kind of sacrifice? Every cannot just omo Dubai port and omo te na just say outside no cry e omo ya omo rest in peace. Na pia say death wo de ohun inevitable bi abeko but God's way Amekuji or say this is a tragic accident. It is indeed tragic, very very tragic. Dorothy say Black Wednesday pa indeed Black Wednesday pa Black Wednesday. Abrante we say hey I say a disaster ke bia sia na ukwiada na esi Wednesday. Oh, yenya ma nyankopon. Yenya e ma nyankopon. You see, this tragedy there, may their innocent souls rest in perfect peace. May they all rest in perfect peace. Kufo, or say, Kuba, or say, me sure was South Africa, Cape Town, same way dear. Hey, I'm Ghana, ye what dream. Francis Kujo, or see, may their souls rest in perfect peace. Or Washama and all Cheyenne. Very sad day for Ghana. Peter Joe Sam, or say, it's a very sad day indeed for Ghana. Ya branti was if ya mi su mama as ya besi me ye mi su inti na dru na no ayi obi dia na nkofo de politics me say last week na me kan say mo so owo ye mfa owo nye politics da owo ye nyina ye bekọ style no modus operandi ni na ye nim pa ye nyina ye bekọ ye mfa owo nye politics da Ghana ene de he Yankopon man emfa ne chese ne on chichire abusuafo ni nyina re because this is sad. Peter Joe Sam says a very sad day for Ghana. Francis Kujo ono so say may their souls rest in perfect peace or washama ena or sheye. Japan or say I'm so down my sister. Me sure Sevenok UK or say me nim se mukro need ni no. Bernard say if your life is short Bernard you can't say life is short. Life is short, papa. Life a short one kasa. Mamene lawyer kwam kwesi enkasa. Lawyer pacho good evening ne akwa banso.
Good evening, Minia.
Pacho eti saying.
Nyame de achai, I hope so so here.
You ran now. But what information be na bit media amaya about asem we say. Disaster yes.
Wait, a very big tragedy. Me feel say Africa for mourning with Ghanaians. Because I was almost sending almost condolences because a big tragedy in the sense that the number involved, top government officials, Mako 8 per in their line of their duty, and the whole defense minister. So sad. But then I say God gives and then God takes away. And the most painful thing, and I said, nipa biya wote hona uhu nipa efimwa ya. And the foremost, yade yakọ bema ebusuafo no titi omo maame ne omo papa eda so tiase omo yere no mo omo mba no because you are down for 4 cry efimwa and that from sir. So you can imagine so
what almost your only child inti omo de ne maame na dwane from Odua ba Accra said the ba maame ne nti omo manage.
Akko school because Legon ya ni omu ina or at least omanene mutala. Very close people. Also, as I saw money at the point now, Nook's president. Until with the student politics, Nechiache. And I'm mutala so campus, baby, I'll go be omunimno from Legon. And I wasanko na JM buy no na afi na opportunity ba osan lusu ni seat okoshe hibernation we lusu seat na party so opposition papresa anti afi na nkanioma koye kakra ma na ono so behwe na eja waboa ebusuafo kakra na obro bebre wo wiase nyina. This year is no onya ne PhD.
Oh.
Omode man yeah, this year no onya PhD. Now a few was it after the vetting? And just before the vet, 2 weeks after the vetting, and before that, onya ne PhD obey a doctor. So I want to after what Bob Rawi in a fair old enjoy kakra. So brain na what the school. Then wait me after umane we because vetting as no honorable affair marking crime and fans because young girl young lady. I'm saying Kwalaba Kwansum, so it's so sad. The least expected. Now, if you mean who say whether we have a spiritual world, spiritual world I am a but sometimes I am who say coincidence. Because video be a and and also for the end of her, but also Mutalana Kasa Kai say, or no, when interview within 24 hours. Also, on the sorry. When it comes over to me, anytime, yeah. And I interview, and yeah, and the audio film or the con. Oh, and I also for the so the betray say defense minister. But I mean, I am not me tiase because we also for and I who knew my spirit man. Say in Kawo de one yankopon more distance near very close. In Tadena, MP na Omuntwitwanje and almost stepping in Mayama Yankopon and the person will have to come and see them before because there have been several occasions Omaya se behumi. People go and nothing happens. So at what point will you know and mostly educated people no so pesa thinking South Africa
Maybe
hano.
only to me more pay manipa no ansana. This will be who answer.
Exactly.
In any case,
Exactly.
it
That is
be a
what
coincidence. It be a who she because obi send a message no kase aso for Ghana they be won kwa no mu.
awesome. No, but if you we actually have a spiritual word, but Omunkwana Munimnia, a war because where the defense minister did they to me in Casa a coincidence. Minim the specific data or yeah. Because sometimes I have old videos in being them. And we are albums I be coincided with near Kosi. For you know, be an old defense minister, no crana oka, not this particular one.
Okay.
So coming from a legal perspective, we also have to find out when or yes, declaration anywhere near. But then the whole country is in a sad mood. Yeah, contribution President John Mahama and the NDC in its entirety because I hate you more directly.
Yes, exactly.
These are people who are very close. Some of them are very close to the president himself. And Omanibu Amase, was going to step in. Information I say, no, step in, I'm a president. And others also have it say, yes, Inka president and Quebec's plane. But a clash with another important assignment to Accra. And then you we must who's a lately, I am president. President and Kebe and a president also more people would have joined. More people would have joined. Because me say Samij and Fimone, so many other people were also detailed to join the president. But because president now kono and Kebe dangerous more granted, we yes, it's sad. The whole country is mourning, especially coming on the heels of Yaya Daddy Lumba just a week ago. Oh, yeah, sure. What do you mean?
Madam, 50, they were all buried together. And also another, what is happening?
Oh.
What is spiritual? What is it? Disaster? Just say, from July, August,
yes, we are mourning, but I didn't hit had my way here. And yeah, Ebimukra, redeeming is into Galamsey terrain, Okona, one, ya careful, I wouldn't know what. etuo de omo fa no kwa. Oh.
So do you think that somebody may have shot the helicopter?
We can't investigations na fe normal way, but we can't discount all angles. So we cried in kind of about to Rasta former MP, reggae man, we Kumbungu,
Ras Mubarak.
Ras Mubarak. I know there were Jikakra Bessie Soapy. We Bessie Soapy say Massa Galamsey for no. Wow, Galamsey for
helicopter down. No
yes, because I say Major Mahama, DNO, and also Galamsey, Yana, or the fast so eliminating into it or Mushishamu pa no more Galamsey for because all want to say Galamsey program no more in a eba. But all you know, no. Menu system no appear to we will not also be also you just mentioned say enrich also the National Day of Prayer and then Thanksgiving. Yeah, of course so bonfire say Yankopon fire born in chair because born in a also too much. Yeah, born in the also too much. Even before elections in your mind Minia Echo Course. Prof, I salute you. And no my Echo Course. Echo Course.
I don't think
so. Too much. One in it also too much. Sometimes prayers in the bio over saying Yankopon Sankebia. In 400 near Bepanashia. Oh, and I say, my money na yet. You're born in the doors, baby. Maybe we will need another national prayers this time near the fasting so I can because from January up to now, no, a war incident, you know, I too many for us to be. But it's a sad thing.
But I can't. I mean, can't say when I'm Maunia and Professor Nokopoko into me. On also the free for the only Dr. Manebo man and the free farcon. And NDC penny for a board chairman. Yeah, but American Armed Forces for letter nom de ban. Issued by the Department of Public Relations, General Headquarters, Bema Camp, Accra. No, Moka say the Ghana Armed Forces helicopter 29 that took off this morning at 9:12 hours to Accra en route to Obuasi, from Accra en route to Obuasi, has crashed in the general area of Sikamai near Asante Adanse Akrofum in the Ashanti region, and all on board are feared dead. The crew were squadron leader Peter Blafini Anala, flying officer Manien Chumampofu, and a sergeant Ns Adumensa. The passengers were Dr. Edward Omani Boama. They didn't give an explanation because we are looking for answers. Say what possible fault may have caused this one. And But Prof, only Dr. Omani Boama. Council, your point now,
No, my prof. Now come Asonia Canoso. The way I didn't hear now we share the devastating nature of it. Plane crash here. And I won't say the nature of it, you know, readily, yes, system, no, you need some sophisticated gadgets now. You bet me the rapid
black box response. I bet me I retrieve black box. No. I think not necessarily helicopters have been him.
And that the system, if you're Casa Coinano, you're lacking your baby. You do what still you do what yet. And Nanka. We are mourning, so we will not even go there. But other than that, you know, we would have also appealed to our leaders moving forward, you know. Yeah, invest more into infrastructure. Equipment near there because I brought no call winning more a giant. If you cross reading ministry into it is maybe because of young time use helicopters anyway near there. I have maintenance anyway, no so no as a toasting you. But all in all,
because minimum forces, Air Force or me are very meticulous. Into because I don't tell could be sending me message or quiet him. How for say see omo rush call forest baby I didn't crash no. I don't tell could still lock I say omo to me green free ho and I do omo da ho omo da ho. Nti na person me busa say is there a black box be in any case omo black box Probably maybe they wouldn't know. I want to Google it and find out helicopters whether they come with black boxes. But Prof, when I Dr. Manibo, I'm a free for Kukufodia. Once no contesting where we are honey. What is happening? What are you hearing? Then I want to say.
Me da se bebre na me chia watie for all over the world. Areho esigana. Na menua questions so me chia cancel.
Me just Prof one. If you are Prof by on friend you.
Me fro menua. Me ye adwuma ha me hwe collaboration between Mayo Clinic and Trust Hospital in Timigu.
Wonderful. You're born pie so mouth. You're born pie mouth.
Amen. If you are coffee, madam for ye nyina na ye call school or Pope John me call Ganas. Ye fie ben e wafi yase. Until we grew up together. Ye wie no ye me free nooks no. And ye in the congressional first nanka ye to aba e wo Legon any UCC ni tech. Now your first time no and ye de call congressional e wo Takwa. Until ye handy over nooks. Many are not on prenum handy over nooks Emma or Maneboama me campaign ma Kofi. And obey a nooks president. Until enumu and of Johnny NDC. Na the church say Professor Mills be pen asem. And any year Juma na Professor Mills free muno or an adjoint sen ko beja politics. And Mahama friend no catch and say, Cratchet, mammy chance. Na mensumenu enye Juma. Kofi be shia me wo Indianapolis or nene yere Rita and nene Mathare ye din komo. Enti ye nyina e ka bo mu say ye beboa na NDC yahye mukena. Kofi obi a na unim se Kofo de wo na wo NDC a aya na emu ye rem kakra because me yen nu dwabe no of say NDC we need that. In fact ni amadonko kra ekọ contest ya sata ma MPP anko no ni amadonko de abru na ekọ contest ya wo we ni ye ekọ one time o switch ba NDC no omo anto ama no e wo nu dwabe no of enti eye constituency a NDC we need that enti say when this now or because I contest I will be friends prof na crutches to say one na wo NDC crofo be brave friend me can on pex on catch me because why MPP stronghold and I catch him for no bia ne say ni nyina ko di pa ko a emwa emamanye enkoso nti e say be no support other party na say MPP ni ho na say NDC ba ni nyina ya som na ba bi o ye kodu ya ya kwaso na o so ya waka ne sa ya che. Enti politics na ye no eye kasachire ene nchirechire mu amanfo beto bebre ne ntiase ye enti ye binim sese wo ha wo ye obi enemy banye sa na tie asemi ha dwen.
But he was one of the people and maybe a beginning and but one of the unifiers who knows one of or to say mama when he was starting politics.
Yeah, equals two together and yeah namfo and this NPP for nyina namfo ye equals
leaders among us. Out from a fear Kofo de ho na mpe fela no
and I make say nyina ye nuafo Kofo de ye kro obi anim ne yonko obi anim say we ya ha na ote ha na ne maame ni papa ni ne maame sisi Kofi maame sisi no obi aye fine na ni nyina ni say obuo eye very cruel esan say Murtala Mohammed say obi a me launch me grassroots democracy book last year on Thursday Saturday na mo key point e wo TV3 on the first person I told be na me no Professor Jampo no na wo program so and adia Murtala fight pa corruption. Na Tamale Central wana ade a woka bia ne se wunya sika bebre a na wunuanom ho kire o manfa so be na wo so enti NDC lusu ya MPP ba first and another winning ye no Murtala was one of the first people shas ye kasai because was I am clean obi ani bibi against me Kofi so manebo anwanso minim se Kofi se security hu hia no pa na na eda na koma so ana opeso ye ne se opeso o ma military ne so transparent. Okay. Nanka soja for no mu ye bia na manfo hu se soja for ye nuanom. Enti ayi galamse ba ye nyina no. Ayi ana ba bi ye dia na o dia soja for se mo me enko ne enko unim se violence ye kra edru ewo ablekuman. Edru na ne mu edi no so ne soja for mo enko na mo enko gina na nkrofo so soja for na joye emra. Na niakofa by nyina ne say ye responsible cooperative mining skills and development program wo boase. Na niamatete kra ne say Osha board na President Mahama Daso I say so main speaker.
Yeah.
Ena Kofi Amabua wo hodada, Ashanti regional minister wo hodada. Enti some penifo ebo omudie no deputy national security coordinator no kra de last week mumhwa ne ma ne poso.
Oh.
Last week ya 25th year 4th year
Wow.
July in the year man the post. Dr. Sapon deputy vice of chairman of NDC. Na mpanimfo akuku dam we ni akwa kosie ni. Enti ya mabusua nyina ya akọ. In fact mewra ho pa. Na na ye me ya ne say if you wutie eyewitness na omosi yakobo duam. Yenim say June 25th 2020 the same Z9 airplane helicopter way emergency landing na Kumbungu.
The same plane way.
The same plane.
Nani I don't know fly.
The same plane. 5 years ago, 25th of June 2020, Kumbungu emergency landing.
It's almost yes, now what happened? That's what I'm saying. Airport when you have to remember more.
Did this if you are in Sebu what me ayana make asa Ghana for Kofi Asare say prof when we obenya high fever e Ghana ho. Dana nye by elections e wo Ablekuma no. Omane bo amakasa efa president ni helicopter ni car ni plane o use. Ena make say omo frame me nti I was on Zoom. And I make us say Ibrahim Traore, a 36-year-old boy. Oba 2.5 years, over 10 public a friend is saying airplanes Burkina Airlines. Burkina Faso for International Airlines 10. And the other your president plane, you see our France a test flight. I say betting us near the about near top floor. Because your president alive here.
Yeah, sometimes politics in from Nana Abresu be seen there. Even if I from Rollins Abresu, those days, there was an issue about say Rollins Koto plane. They used to call it the flying coffin.
Yes.
The flying coffin.
Okay.
And there was an issue between Tony Edu and Doa Jao and Tony Edu and her. There was an issue about the flying coffin. Indeed, every day be a kasi top plane. No, for some reason, you ain't gonna for a luxury. You to me, my politicians.
They need it. President need it. Until a plane won't be used to the BS. I said, you honest or any business. Until I make us identity mama to because Burkina hired to me to 10 commercial a year player. Until Timim Fagana always in my back. Na said, Kaniba Utukaya. Yedi nkruma ene a friend is saying aye jollof ni nkruma near the abro sedi e wo KLM anka Ghana ye betimi abrofi omuni fufuo omuni wache omuni hwe aduane fon no mudi ku yen enti yentimi nya airline na yentimi Ghana we sentimi ko UK ni US.
But prof me did say the last time Nanado this issue about Nanado Jari will play me. I think a name politics day there, but you see, it boils down to assembly okay because there was an issue. Say play na say me cut off for am I penny for you? Yeah, po America president you took Air Force One. Prof, who they want in America?
Yes,
it is you making sure say topmost safety and security standard. Young quad the bear politics. Because young men, they should not be snatched from their away from their families.
51. He just
a flying officer here. We Nasia man award. Medito Nasia man award. Where we go?
If ya, me say, Obi a wafa plane. Aba Indianapolis. Nene you nene ma frame. Me say uni ayantinase. Ni anwi Ghana ho. Kwa ben ya befa so abe because. Jesus Christ. And to say, see a bear and sa, not as a young mean near maybe, nay, the bear policies are a casa for no Dawson. As we see a Rancrofoa on Sunset a year, videos or Mediaba. Unim Sanka, Ashi, Anna, Yenya, another helicopter, Air Force Nabi, Etimia Colandi or any year dream Jano Crank, at least a Benyan Nipano bones be ade aye DNA actually say nipa we anyway ade ya ni se wo be firi mu na onson kra ye hu se ye wonson ne de sie o de say yakofa Ghana flag and cratch form nim nyansa say e wa hobrase kind people yakofa nson ade agwadaka mu ade Ghana flag adwira ho akosi omo abusuafo kra hu omanim say nipa yi say not yet
Very sad.
But on a prof before a lawyer bebem no lawyer was saying something say Busumi wave as a free July benina disaster upon disaster. But I could see 15 year we see omu
yes.
And it just say disaster bebree. Don't forget about shooting, immigration officer. What is happening?
I fear
but like is there something going on? Why?
My problem is say asofo no bi wo ha ya hu se video bi ko viral asofo bi se ohia ma ne bo ama ohia no me nya mesra ni say asofo timi hu politicians ne nkrofo bi hu sam enso no members na wasoro na akra no oni wo hwe won ho enti adanya me de e say me nua bi okoya adwuma wo Bank of Ghana na fe na asofo bi be no se papa na me ye ayi me two man ho no osofo bia ni wa ka me ho asem da afede me nya adwuma yes wo be yesi hwo so ye fa shu bra ne mfa nye sei saa ne ma na honhom nsem a ye de kan ye ni se nya me ayi bibi kire wa me hire mo asofo no mom paye ema nipa no so you don't even necessarily have to see nipa no say and onim no mfra no ma me no nka bibi kire ade bi wo ho a uko ministries ho a omo open door policies ubetime wura ba bia say me minister wo de cholete kra say ma hu bibi sei asofo bebre wo mahu me yonko fo wo politics mu niam a waka che me say oh mahu yonko sei na ma frɛ nipa kra ka che so oh ye be bom paye me ame ne me yire mabusha be bom paye Jesus say nyame ama ye kwan say ye mfrɛ no Abba Father. God is our Father. Nyame no ye nyina papa enti say nye thou say yes the Lord na mudi nyame hu nipa say ubewu ubeye say bi obi abewu. We have a line written in the sand for bia umre no duru wa obekọ owo ya dia hwe ye ba wiase mu niam mienu penti na ba asase we so to learn for our soul and for God nyame onye abone da anso ohu se ne abone tie enti o say oh brena niam a onye osoma se be ye no wa besua ade awi a he absorb you to himself. That is what we call death. Enti se mre no duru a obekọ but owo bi wo ho a we can prevent it. Yeah, what aerospace engineers in other way what kind of training are we getting? Is it just theory? Helicopters in other way, because these helicopters last year, na year SS match I work for India. I want a year SS match. These were all flying. They Ghana flag and they were using them. So, and to schedule maintenance, the idea to say, acquire death traps. And you want to mean driver, say I kumasi no obwase kwan ne kwan nyina bia enka easy so be driver within 2.5 hours. Politics no dawson. Missy Kumi, young guy 40 years the following week 90s MPP 4-year conference Legon. Even minute of silence quite anyama. What kind of country don't you even mourn and perform a sacrifice of my life for us? A minute of silence boy anyama Kumi say your colleague a free a week after a year conference into observe a minute of silence. Is that how we are positioning here a politics here is in Nipan Kwana? Yame hu ya mobonti afie du Sunday ni Saturday ni Friday ye nyina ya kwa sore. Enso krono ni dream ne kata hye kwa na ekoso. Boni kwa na ekoso se wusi kotoka na hu negative energy awuhia. It is spiritual way now can negative energy, envy ni hatred. And then me yonko kama no chro ho book a free me. He was writing a book about envy ni hatred. No catch me say me mwana na me edete because all his life, all of Kama's life in Ghana no ohun sa de no. And me crofo my dream and omako me ekle omo hu me ano mo embrace me say bra na yeni nkomo. Ohun me ano se wakoma ye but ekro we mu envy ni hatred and ekuyen.
Ade money no doso.
Enti chese obi wo kra wa wabusuam o. Wa wabusuam envy ni hatred. Sabe so obi wan people no obi wan this enti dan. Unim yan pipi ayam obi nti odi yan pipi achi. Unim yan this ayam obi nti odi yan this achi. And he said, be obi nkum na be de na akokɔ be de kwa sa na kwadwofo su kae. Awodi anti a aboa bi adidi kɔ baabi na so mbedwo no. And he said party na ba no odinachi na obi su di obi achi a. We entokwa we atendidie. And ebinom kura firi mu no eye bi de.
And then me introduction me can say when ya NDC a you. And then national disaster and it's obi akofo play
national duty and yasoma no galam say ya say ye nyina yensu a ema ye wo nkwala e bia so ni ho no mo na anyway and omudi ho dwuma. Enti afia me de so obi bebu same a yen declare national emergency on galamsey for about 3 months. And yet enough say ye flag no ye be low one at half mast and ye in honor of them. But galamsey no edi nya na nado e the president to so went me. Mahama ba 7 months inti eguso crofo mawu Chinese for deport to omo and crofo ye twitwa omo sekan ene nia koso no ene enyan. Sebi uko kro bia mu ne ye kasa ade we eye illegal. Eye illegal. Ye kasa mfa won san ka de we na illegal. Onye. Adenti na ye kro mu nko ade lawyer ubedi madanse emra no ye se ma ye nye. Police ni gina ho na obra ni pa de moto etwa red na okọ.
System no system.
What kind of system have we built? What kind of system have we built? Me call more and rank one because who says number plate, you can number plate. I want more. We just put in a year now what swap card. You can change your number plate. I want more. And Pale almost a senior high school who a good grade and I say what car, yet insurance, your trust amount.
One who says say a big jive politics near focusing on some of these things and only ask them no.
If your politics full way there, Sabi obi obuno ho. Na onim so wonim di obey you know onko yes our politics we. Politics obi an show well. Sabi
because prof I hear team na last week make us say that didn't be we kro bi the politics. E di na tem so obe wuti so otwen.
How?
Ebi no ebi so yes esia Omani other people who be there. Why are we doing that? I said, near my nipa ye nipano, ye luzu.
And ye nimpine.
Near bada ye
nimpine. Sempany focus why ye nimpine. Now we nipa. Sebe obi, she, opesa was some of mine. Me, didn't you make us a me lose elections that? Me pesa me best some crofo. Me am in crofo. Now me corner say there be a pesa fia mum no best some ya. And nobody won't. So when him me pese me besom mu amakoma mu fita pese me besom mu me firi ha enti se menya bibi na me de beboa na ye ya nya di na me pe but me kroma me fidie me pese bibi wo ho na me kroma afon se da bi wo ho me yama lawyer kwesi mom ye pese osom yen a we eyasem wo luso be na mom se wo fi se ko pe power akọ wie sika e na wo luso election wo fi se wo luso bibi but se me gba na ma besom mu keke eyesom na me besom no mo se da bi ye pese we no osom yen a akotiro ba bi din yo sa na se ya dwen sa na se educate yan crofo ni se politics nya do and die politics nya se wo party ni wan nti wo bewu ba ya ye ni se we na take on ti se we ba obepam we nyina fradwuma mu enti politics akoye main sustainable livelihood thing the party ni so oni adwuma ye enti Bawumia na nado for 12 years and more position come na Bawumia nya dwuma o sebe anya sem nyina na yeka Kofi oye medical doctor o mane boama NDC ni so no NDC ni power na bibu no na oni adwuma ye a medical doctor
adenti no oni adwuma ye
because o kwa adwuma ma you already politically exposed yemfa your problem no and I had to talk to him or UK and or public health my masters ekani ni medical you ko answer
abranke betimi ayusu na say doctor wa ha
exactly and or
enti dey obi ti say na ponam ho ye surgeon oni adwuma ye anke betimi ayusu na say surgeon ko bukra na bibi
or politically exposed one another why are we doing this to ourselves
asemo
enti or public and or locum which is part time our private hospital such a fine medical doctor betimi using the talent. Think about the patient-doctor ratio of Ghana. One is to almost 1,000. And so your medical doctors are almost tifie. I bet me you about another political party. You know, I didn't so be a political party. America, hey, or be a Democrat, you're a Republican. Or be a Democrat, you're a Republican. And so what? And your choice. If we are seeing a micro boy and more freedom to make your choice. I don't think you didn't tell you because of your political party.
From I don't know what it be before from because many video for him Dr. Mani Kromu hine even there's eyewitness for Amoka said a plane no plane the first time they saw say helicopter not plane omu say air form no omu sure mo but they couldn't do anything ho no omu say ne ombe chase no akọ bush honum ho no omu ko hu sa baby a ato no na ahye. So somebody sent and UTV yeah reporters ni bi and then omo eko kasa. Let me see if I can get the video na member video no but like what do you think about going forward no how say na prof can infrastructure na see developing but what do you think?
Also me the prof say wa hinte hono so system no abe to polarize and I'm so happy unless if you only wa pam for it at least many prof their platform there also they be or minor as a boy in ya baso using your platform because for so long a time ya ba will show no so say topic no kra teenage pregnancy kra na ya drifted eco constitutional review. Yamincha they are late constitution or they are doing something about it. Interestingly, me Andra ya na me submission called constitutional review. Me shada na juni na manda na metra what drafted me. I think what will help us pass our winner takes all. Any many me you bet me address it moving forward. She fine brain like Dr. Manebuama because the party co-opposition in it. Not just for the rest of the 4 years, on your citizen view. The same way, so now, almost all co-opposition is here. Your fine brain to say a bit for from point what Timone and as for baby. But a system I created, you can't begrudge anybody. Want to mean blame Mobia. That is the system of mother. The members will come and tell you, say, na ye bread and nasa nipa no him fa. You get the point. And we really will have to change the system as we have now. And me now was so emphatic, I was so straightforward, said, for so many years, me advocacy just one. Yen collapse sa NDC MPP system now one because yen collapse no. My 5 years count, 10 years count, Ghana no, a best durable collapse kura. A day will come over Unyani Paba Kukra or how or a friend or citizen. Because there's no neutral grounds, you have to align by force. You see, a judge now they are forced to align. Medical doctors, you have to come out. So we are MPP and now we are NDC. We are pastor, prophet, you have to come out. We are MPP, we. Whatever the profession you find yourself in, if you don't come out to declare, there's nothing like I'm an angel, I'm holy, I'm on the. You cease to be a citizen from the word go. Look at our population, over 40 million. Over 40 million. Now, political class, just about 5,000 people. When a government wins, only about 5,000 human beings. And I'm forming government. And it could be less. 39 million useless or mine. Are you getting my point? If you problems not those to be
what has that got to do with, for instance, issue and not proper raising, which ones were raised in the past? About yen to plane for yen name say Air Force for you cry, or place no more use no. Property your grounded 5 years ago. Yen to play for from another crack or politics. What I say from Rollins to time, Rollins castle to play for a politics. Said near maybe one man who he see a which is your president was he secure America for you.
I'm on the same page with you. That's what I'm saying, sir. Over politicization of everything. There's a prof who know can say. Also, man, when you're the baby, you may cry. Or your passionate appeal saying, "Can talk plain for." But at the end of the day, I pay MPP, NDC politics, and that is why I make I say, not until we uproot the root cause of all our problems, And if you are every Monday, Wednesday, in April, you better tonight video, so you better kasa. Because the whole world over, no, who said the safest and fastest means of transport is a railway system. What do I say? As far back as in the 1916, Nkrumah who said, if you really want to develop a country, you have to target the railway, and not starting investment in it. If you have over 60 years blood, many can say you need any formidable railway. I'm betting you say a railway system no ye juma Ghana have point na menji ne do ubenya nipa ba akokra say obefa plane because yeah this is a short distance anyway. Now wo hwe akometu a wo de bakọ akọfu plane. Na road ufa head on collision your road here 1111 now to train muchi what could do within 30 minutes. Citizens and come over for train. And go for to me at Nakra, Ako Juma Kumase, then they come back because train I a faster. Oman also be developing. But we are not seeing all this as part of our national needs. Ebe to me abwa on my money na my so you move forward in peace. Now look at that POA. Say you did to mona bia. Yes, some of the things. I'm not saying say because Yanjina Pine and to maintain old one, but the person was so passionate about it, say, Yaba for front. Let's make some changes here and there. By the end of the day, politics aspect in it, the person is limited in some of the things that they do. The disaster, what I disaster by say, next week, next 2 weeks, this year, yeah, changes be but we should always be proactive. We don't always have to wait for disasters before you make changes to whatever is going on. Kumasi road here, of Ankoni Pokuasini Winian. Citizens to the extent.
Nipe who was that road in no?
Exactly, but
helicopter crash. Nipe who was that road?
Oh, but for you know, no, they could have even gone by land. They could have gone by land. Now that we don't even have train. But who share land, 1 hour, 2 hours, I will spend Pokuase. Pokuase is Sawam Quine alone. Then it is easier for you to use the plane and go. See, it's a crash happening. It affecting the economy, no, because more people will not want to join the local flight.
Fear and panic.
Fear and panic. Yes. Normal. Even today, Krano, emergency response system, ordinarily, in efforts, will be some jet to fraud but I'm not sure it even crossed their mind. They said, Omunsan jet to fraud so the fear and panic alone. There's nothing we can do about it. At this point in time, we can only ask God to forgive us of our sins. We mourn together as a country. In the midst of disaster, in the midst of atrocities near, we should pick 1 or 2 lessons and then come back stronger, get more united together, and then we see how best collectively we can help to develop the country.
Because yeah, but Mommy Busa, Ponam Peso, I am no question, Dr. Mane, your only child.
Yes. Yes, and also for Mammy and if you Kofi ne Bapeni Graffin or Beko University.
Oh,
I feel no Beko University. Cratching, I say, or year for parliamentary contestant, aspirant, Yes, in a bar, I feel as 3 months or so, I feel a wow.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
And teachers and the back of Papa, as some yare. Assembly
Dr. Mane say, I want the name of Johnny Fico for their background.
You reach a crowd with doing the phone. I mean, it's too much to take on this. It's too much to take on this. But
I'm all force for a pilots no. But also worried last week,
yes.
Or worried just last week in a way.
Yes.
Last week, no worry.
So, nyame ye nipa ntiase na da bia minim say we are see way yen free ha. This world is not our home. but Mr. Say Nyame empe baby mfa omokransie na at the right time no we all meet at a beautiful shore. But to add to Kwame, Nyawoka and Kwame Mesomede Kwame. Na
nice one.
Near a hammer said, yeah, schedule maintenance.
Yeah, but Paul, do you think this helicopter should be investigated? Because
on the June 25th, 2020, June 25th, 2020, no, a emergency landing, a Z9, a Kumbungu.
And Ghana, the helicopters near that me boy,
your president cry out to a bamano no etimono to say a flying test, France.
You see, Prof, who kind of simple, and you're flying to yes, easy is grounded.
Ah, yeah, mammy, diplomat.
Yes, easy
diplomat. Power. Same people why
yes, easy. And you're fly worthy. Yes, easy. And you're airworthy. No.
A Tom Rebu ha me kasa was the body na me sana nanka me kama sem ne sane etie ba sane Ghana forms ye modi sa ye kan say ye chese wo kasa me ma me correct me friends kwa me wo ko no e ya to bo ase di chese wo ma be kra na ye mpe no kre ye mpe se ye hypocrites and people sell false hope asofo be they are selling false hope if you are me kan dey wo program say asofo bi wo ho a wo te ho na wo ko wo Methodist no praise bia eye. Some of these one-man churches, no qua, and near me shall my near myself more than yeno. Nyaba rano and yasam ketwa. Bagana focus
because I also one who said, Dr. Manibe, on friend, one friend. What now? I'm a way and I found out the way fans.
I found out yes, I'm a friend, and not just say, or the pedom abana.
Where's the fans? Oh, be bound in a crop, and yes, and you no pona or cat and a bubble for oh, obedina dear. You didn't back crop.
If you are a dream,
mutala wu ne ma wo jane ma ho any pilot ye wu
me dream ho ne asisi be ye obaba akopɛ ne masusa bra kofia bra enanka na ban aba wanya ministerial position ananka ene ba afi na ne ma be ko university mpo ni first born afi no be ko university. Look at this. Enti mesre Ghana for say Mama bibia ye the politics. Sabi wo cry the year politics. Adan. Enti one people and say when this no enu nti no obi anya so ne home. Oh. If you am the masembesi, nyame nka ye nyina ya ho. No man akoma papa. Ye no ye ho because ye nyina ye from abako. Ye dan we are all Ghanaians first. Na ye nka mom nyanye ma ye because enye fe. Say Ghana fo anim the fo etete nkrofo ma so tete nkrofo ma so bi kura ntimi nkofie. Na kasa ni we nyina ne ye totem ye ma ye ne ye nyina ya tena ma ka ye krom we de. Na so watimi wakame ani brani ahwo yanti ene ye ma agija say. Nyame ka ye nyina ya ho.
Yo. Question, any final thoughts? Because I know a year now, I don't know how we will survive today. It's just shocking. It's just shocking.
There's a make from beginning, because of the state in your woman. Those are paying for in the Oma decline talking today. Because a very serious matter. Very serious matter. 8 people at a go. Just few years ago, near so say somewhere in Africa, so most of them paying for the same private jet way. Nobody thought to say BBC ever. I started and I to say me who what TV said and I'm so jet to be at Tony way near. I'm saying TV phone now. They were playing it safe and being diplomatic.
Yeah, so it's serious because it involves prominent people. So you want to be careful not to cause fear and panic.
Hey, if you suddenly this is the extent. It's so sad, and Yama Ebushana Yakobio and Yena Yafancha. And then we hope for the best for the country moving forward. I'm sorry, the best
Yo. I mean, I say so. Yeah, my connection. It's a national day of mourning. It's a national disaster. A national day of disaster. Just say, Araho Sempa and Atugana. No, ABC said that you have 8 people die in one day. It's just sad. In your way, in your politics, when your NDC asem, when your MPP asem, ubetimi join now so ya konsem bia wo de ama abusuafo Now, of course, and yet Dr. Manibo Amankwa and Sergeant NS Ado. One them say so worry, you know. Last week, yeah, flying officer Chumampofu on J award. Nanu ya last week or J award. Well, squadron leader Peter Bafemi Anala Onosoko. Mr. Samuel Abuaje Oko. Very fine gentleman. Oko. Dr. Samuel Sapon, former KMA boss. Papa we Juma wa boma NDC wa Ashanti region. Oko. Alaji Miniru Muhammad Oko. Mutala Muhammad Oko. Dr. Manebo Ama Oko. It's just sad. Where you Ghana nyina abrahosem kese. Abrahosem kese pa. Intino. Mama yenye very serious. Ye di abraho ni ye. I mean, you're the saying. Chidi, good evening, Richard.
Evening, chef. Yeah, now
Mami, I mean, some men for me now, baby. I don't see what me.
Correspondent, you know, na ekohonum na no kase like the scene.
Okay, me friend me papa penny, me papa ye free if you honor more. Me papa penny.
No kase okosi honuma are who say a teacher wa on komu mu bi di omu baby da na yase se omagu kuku bagging.
Ya de omo gu bag mu che se omo hu body ba kukra mu chidi ma me fa asa na kwa ko take ni mo
be say yinse ni youth wa say anopai de ni edi agro community center say ya ja to spa me boys ni me fan say mrante wa say nsuo ni nti ya ntime ankwa adwuma ti ya
nsuo ni to anopa no
mpatwan na boso no ntu ento gidigidi ba na petepete ti na weda na nti yo community center to spa na ehun se te anu na mka say player by there I think say abesi ye park is open ane me penni ba ko Clement oje so say abesi super na anyewe ya
so say play na ba from the KBC park yi so
yeah ne susu enti madam for ba ko friend was say play na nam ho no chehwe na nam po na say within sima be endu 1 minute ya tell ban ti me yes me be na boy ba ko ka say playing na hwe na me say enne be onu ampa o enne me nja spine to enti amunum wa na enya call na enua ba ko so kogu kokoo so wo e be say forest ano no fe say play abehwe ha senti embra enne fast na diam nika enne ye tisi forest in there kokoo ya say there we say fa na twitwa saa na ende enti nipa 3 te ko na nipa 2 ana na wo ho ye ko na ayampa play na hwe wa ampa ejadam ani pese ba na ntimi nya hwe because o ma se dwere be nipa no ohome ntimi ye say ye hwe ho na de miminya ye nie me tam we say watch we na
watch
watch we watch we na mimi hu ya na eda ho metimi tam ye na de aka ni na te say asere dwere be nipa ye hu ya na mo nipa ejadam na de nipa 4 atire ya ne hu se ba ko kan ho ya 5 ye hu o manim o ma
ne so asekura
ma status ano ebi ni bubu ye se ya popo ne sa ni ntinu ba bi start free ye no na taban ni na e bubu ya sa ne ko lande o ba bi enti ba bi e ko lande o no me fan se ba bi ma fan se o mu ne na e wo o ma ntima survive fans o mas yense ntimi ndum no te akire na ehun se de ayen de ay police ana soldiers for ntini se e best start afre committee ana se police for ama ma ba ye de aba be boa anta de see no
ye be da se pa
oh Lord have mercy just say rehosem me tie we no cry na ma mean I don't know I'm not myself it's just sad it's just to hey serious or like joke like you nipa 8 wusa just like that maybe I don't take death too well it's sad I go say good evening
Sophia, good evening.
Pacho ma minti why e bia ya consem bia wo ma
Pacho be boko there.
Enye boko
International me blacky because it's been a very hard day for me because and then I'm office my very tight until my colleague be on himself me free Ghana or English woman my introduce me to or 30 Ghana news near the addict. Me one man Obama office was what's happening in your country? And I'm saying business, what do you mean? Also, there's been a crash in there, and I'm so really into me. Yeah, I'm a chance on it, and I'm call Facebook or share, not just say yeah, some but in our condolences will go to the family of those who have demise, Dr. Manebuama, Dr. Mutala, and the rest of Nkofona Mokano, Dr. Samosapon, only the Kumasi boy, growing up in Mehunikaka. Fantastic, politician.
Fantastic.
I say, Aquacobase, but if you as a nation, no. I said, you know, mistakes keeps on repeating itself because I did a mukakuye. A galamse who fight any initiative will corporate mining, then or mukakoya, aquacofa assembly about. As a country, you know, to my phone, you're doing your whole chain, the total development of the country. The ye benya ye be doing and hear you. Yeah, can't so much illegal. More you should do the right thing. And buy can some behind home MB yeah I mean seminars ni programs and some be share na mafo from kamutia. They say monko head the aba. So are you happy say and you must say yes? Are they happy now? We shouldn't politicize this issue. This issue should not be politicized in any form or any manner because it's very bad. It's very, very bad. Because looking at somebody like Dr. Omaneboama and Mutala, fantastic politicians are very young. Democracy and Akoso. My first passport at Ghana, I think say now he was deputy information minister then.
Yeah, Omane. Yeah.
Yeah. Now me free school by me free use to na me kwakoye. Now I had no way. Let me mobile or officer na me kono say minister by become say deputy minister become a menka assumption but me letter. Me catch na no say sir student ID when I'm the chair say some say go back to school now. He drafted the letter. Emami. I'm almost admitting now information ministry.
Oh, baby, I'm put down so
only information ministry van green and yellow beer. Megaphone business no or catch on say from a hot to passport office no it's just a short distance. No can say among farming co no among country one say me for school and minister says the should be within less than 30 minutes, everything was done. My fingerprint, my picture, everything was done. I think as my maker 2013, 2014, as I'm making you. Nipa mo dream nipa mo nipa step here. We shouldn't for politics on Toncheng. NDC MPP no is killing NDC MPP no. NDC MPP no. No na Amagana editorial yentimi nkoye nem. We should put our differences aside. Aside NDC MPP no, we have something called Ghana. Aye nyina bonafide property. Aye nyina no say nyina ye boama Ghana eden. Ema Ghana koso. Let's put our political affiliations aside. Na ensemble one ma ehiama say ye Ghana for na no. We have to push the Ghana agenda. Say the be Ghana be ko ni. Stefia oba kromo say ya me nyina sana me ba abroche. Me be masters na maka kromo ana. Maye adwuma. Mini broni like omo me say me a migrant there, but per my contribution or my organization, any other no. They like me, almost per mass, almost time they are much more concerned about well-being. We okay, or life, or family back at home, any other. The more busa said the person said, we are okay, be and I don't be and also. Over my bedding, ever how. By a crew na yet dear. Twene ma me nsan ko a twene san we can we na we can we emboye in any form I'm very sad today I'm very very sad. I'm very 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 sad because omo ma be yeden omo ma me mo Dr. Manebuama I learned say He's the only son of the
only child. Only child.
Only child. Yeah, only child. Only child. I think the cousin Dr. You Dr. You MPP.
No, Doctor, you are free if you are Sokori. I don't know, maybe on his father's side there, but don't know if you are
busia. Asokori for if you just for no. Asokori for Stefia. Asokori for if you just for no. Omo na sa wa if you just na wo for you there no.
Okay. Okay.
Nini no ne cousin no one na University of Ghana.
Okay. Oh.
Omo na ntisa o. Enti enya politics entity omuntamu da. Aside politics no, omo ye ni anu a omo live omo life omo ye okay.
Yo.
Stefia ma me fancy a. De aba na aba ne nya ye fanya adisua. Ye fanya ye dodo ye ho. We are say enipa nsa hwe ne omo ko. Ye fa nko baabia e no omo ko. E no omo ko.
Okay, my member, good evening. Ya kwaba, my auntie o say ya concern bi o de be ma abusia no a.
No, Stefia, good evening. This is my first time. I'm about a program so now. And then make us say about St. James Old Students 2007 batch. I'm not quite that sorry, and who messages be bring WhatsApp group so as a year group, but not minimal day course. To me, here and I say, oh, there's unconfirmed news that there's a crash at the theater, but the woman amazing because one of our own is involved. We should be praying hard. And who they say Peter Nala was part of it. The net platform is because this one guy who is very down to earth, irrespective of whether what Rizia could do as squadron leader. I don't want to mention this, but a lot of St. James people, when they get to such high position, they don't even want to associate with the school. But this is a guy, you know, on the platform. He is very jovial person.
Hey, the squadron leader.
Yeah, Peter. But then year group 2007 called St. James Seminary High School. No, yeah, me mates, Sammy Jafia, you mate, the same mates. Year group. I don't know what grade class, and I remember what science class. You know, after school here, or University in Afio, or call military now, or call flight school. I think the last month or so, I know in New York. Your rector, head of your former rector, and me picture crowd in New York. You know, now there are two group no more. You know, tracking is open free show too much, but a very fine gentleman. You know, I'm a group in a year group because nobody is really. I'm sorry, I say I'm an immigration consultant, Charisma Immigration Service. Me EB1, EB2 petitions, but and they said my team could have a computer. My because I am because I don't know what happened, but I did a son, you know, who said, Ghana, we have to be very much investigative into issues. The BCR, I've seen those things trending. Matitiama Bako Facebook. When things happen, we should investigate. And see, maybe was there no any black box in the helicopter? Matisse is a very old model.
We are finding out. Armed forces running for information by Yabusa almost they will get back to us. And you know, the Air Force will definitely get back to us.
See what actually happened. It may be a poor injection issue. It could be.
There's also speculation saying that I'm saying Phony may have shut it down. Because eyewitness, we don't know the boys. We don't know. It's also possible, say.
No, it can even be due to aerodynamics. Because Mr. Fiataya, US and Pakistani, Iranian officials in it, helicopter, etc. I don't know. That helicopter was flying from somewhere, I don't know where it was flying from, somewhere, a close neighboring country from Iran. And someone called me from mobile, and the helicopter fell in the forest like this. I think, sir, the issue U.S. authorities raised was that the helicopter was old, and because of ban level Iran, they are not able to get past to fix it. It could be maintenance issue. Me, I'm suspecting. So a bit of maintenance issue, looking at its old state, and how our maintenance culture as a country, right? Now, most of the time, helicopter, I mean, I'm much expert in aerodynamics, but I think when helicopter fly within mountains and the forest, it has the capability to say it might affect the circulation of air. As you see, helicopter number form. So you know my issue, but also about saying at home, some like the didn't come too much. I'm obia and I called or my neighbor to call me and I one back on the man gas and so or my neighbor didn't call you so God couldn't work. Is that what you are saying?
As o ye Nyankopon now kuta o mane nkwa.
As a country, I think so. I'm very much because Bafemi say I know so also like or ma or what your family I think Yapa plus all other people involved. I think we are mourning as a country today. It's not the best, but here maintenance culture. They pay defense budget. Your budget for defense. Every country is upping their defense. What are we doing as a country, right? Because can I say, President, is it at a meal's time? This Major Smith or there are some kind of aircraft who send me blame or be a whole press conference explaining why we need to up our
No, Ghana sani etie. Oh, on my way.
Oh, am I the whole says military budget is very important. Countries are now allocating not less than 20% of their GDP towards military. They are taking it serious. Now you says these things will not occur. Or being signed out so the country because of logistics and maintenance issues until they lose their lives, not relating to war or any kind of conflict, which is something which shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
So,
baby Uncle Busiano be sue Ghana government for wrongful death because we
exactly.
Also,
the is banner buses within due to faulty aircraft. I think they should be compensated heavily. Now we should make sure as a country some of these things shouldn't be happening. Let's keep on improving stuff. I know we are a country, we have a long way to go, but let us improve. Let us improve because every country, say even Pakistan are having nuclear weapons. Pakistan. I want nukes.
Yeah, nuclear weapon on atem didie no. Yeah, the any man is a bedi di atem. And I
you know, look at the size of Africa. We don't have one country yet. And what is our nuclear site or nuclear reactor site?
Any be. Osaje for time, crown him so a nuclear atomic energy plant my. Osaje for time. Sabi yesi betimi brekro no crazy be my. And then any be abano. Yeah, we have PhD in atem didie. We too money we ato money we ato money. That's what we priority so yeah go baby yeah say young men of today you can did atem no me one can say the ke the idea si be obi the idea ba the defense budget what can we do obi develop BBO enye Richard mami tio
is if you akafra me network ni etiko kakranti na me say na me ne correspondent ba ku din komo na o ka say see no very sad we hear ni petitu a wabobra wo ni bibi pa bidi na asem bi say abeto na chese nifunu yasese gu botom na su nipa no odi sane bepo edeba ese areho oka one me kasakra na no re kra ho say enikwan say wo bompa kra
omo bodies no mu hu ya ne ko sise botom no
koko sak nimbi
Jesus
ehye koko sakum omde gu koko sakum na eso omo no omde eko areho but I want to myself the meka fanyoma bi no one asema Ras Mubarak ekan no about Galamsey we lost Major Mahama on Galamsey amafu bebrewu even Obuasi ho no kra no Obuasi ho no early this year no amafu bi wu here because of Galamsey time NDC by na omoko no Galam so let's get what's my penny for na dwene call no say
yeah nti omo plan bi omo for say so just be na eba they wouldn't think say aban nko for na wo mu no
and these people are armed you are as I crab say these people are armed omo nyema e wo mu ho anytime we are adding the previous government this government omo make effort to be able to fight Galamsey it looks say resistance no munya no ano adin say any plan two ya kwan no Kumasi to Accra road I bet they def a trap who two kwan any crowd if Kumasi akonkan na yem show because a kwan ka Asia na yonko de unim de besi wa hen nkofo 15 omuko wu na nsin I think say I side with asema honorable asenso bo achika say o se Mahama edi attention ko road na no moye na o maja ato no monye say our fans bi wonum na say director ko ba bia you can speak to the nation say because say abe agent the way you lose life because never focus so some plane domestic flight from Accra to Kumasi cry I'm not for be slow I be cry imagine some make cancel my flight because onim the say be on the next victim now helicopter cry to no plane no team now and people you some plane going mama for complaining or Ghana and say they keep on telling oh we be so me person me body but oma make us and more money so people complain a lot about their aircraft. Now heard the way I question it means that Ghana was here pay attention to you maybe and send them plane your old plane. I was thinking say I was say Abano is about time we prioritize our safety and we need to invest much in our defense because so here the way China even Nigeria investment on my own defense improve. Not because of Boko Haram, but aside Boko Haram, no crown, they still want to invest more to make sure that the country is safe. Say, oh, your place in Ibon na that you fancy one you pesca the two new ones at the amount. I think me say on my neighbor, Yami fan crazy here, or Casse, or my penny, area Mushan or the Nantin, I that. Well, okay, I buy a tram or imagine some umpeso mutobu, a bear political talk, Kuma. Kuma yɛ de bibia yɛ politics bibia ɛde yɛ politics bibia nti ama adibo no wasenkai yɛtimi kyerɛ so no adiwe ɛbɛ ɛbɛboa no yɛde bedi agro politics yɛde bɛkɔ abasa na afei ade no ababe yɛ
no Richard na me pese me nyaa anka wo expand even the issue about Emma me pass galamsey for no because Rasmuba point no raising a very important say I was saying you investigate because the last time a military for any galamsey for boys clashing or boaseno, they killed them. And the next time the military helicopter no, or it's easy for Martin to go say, hey, Jamasoja Simbi Nesambano. And because already they are harboring resentment from last one, they say, Soja for na be queen and cough when you be maybe they were coming so who ya no imagine say nkofo na eba na enso ya nchire omu bibi ehona wo kan de any the Rasmubra kind Thomas Sumpase was on investigate here. If somebody shot the helicopter or shoot the wings ni bi cry bet me ama
but idea who the party ni bi there idea who the party ni bi and according to the correspondent na me ndi nkomo or see security for airborne ban e wo kromo no say na be man for enko inside the forest because black box ni nyamebu on ma omuhu ye do omu some party so as they investigate no all kasa ko say o my announcement to kromo no say o bebu on my the red line ni kwan so you komani a wotena on security for so just for na take over that place no omu be investigation a ko see time a be ma kwan say ofi we komani a obetimi akọ sa forest on maka akọ de ade bia opese oye and as far as we are menene adwen say enkofu we no ohwenyo me kroma na see yeni anum say na ma for call forestry commission office omko tutum amadress national security hwene ma na ehwe omhu etu pump action e krom ne nyama bi ekrekrom a omde call no it means say baby agalam say issue na do no the only solution is state of emergency so abai na declare dia ye be kwa abasa na edi hu agro sa na abai ade ekonkon ho no because see your politician ni bu okrom abom aban mu o my wan so mo fight galam say o fight pe o party for say we ni party man ekun
and so share dey free maba yo
sa na koyo we say fiare mama me nko na obi so
obi mra yo mama na wase Richard mama na wase pa ayi Albert mpacho good evening
good evening is there
mpacho mama ntio so ya concern bi mabusuafo na
asama atu there asama mu because me am here in fact if it is since I'm here no I have some way me and some of the upcoming way ne ba omani bo am say ne bema banko pass to say me dream me mama me papa me only child so you can imagine the pain because so but near me one say say flight be able to take care of how it being chopper which is helicopter no and I say we are they have checks they do and especially say eyewitness na kano also nim say biana iwiemu ayekusu na because say those kind of things no no flight be take care of they check the weather condition here in the offshore sometimes you know you imply you go offshore say na just weather na chopper will not fly, regardless. Into a chain, whether near clear and as a BPI, be cry postpone. Yes. Into you show those because what flying altitude no use no. Console no needs any man or check it. Man was so. Say whether near cloudy and as a BB sana say even object be an as a BB or an as a normal can say people be near them. You can see say who altitude no who but who anymore and as a BB. It can be something else because Neomo can solve a crash with Diamu near the near expert a man for bear with but maybe it's avoidable. Say be able to me check it and I said flight nangasangasan no problem be so what problem be who is responsible to in maintenance aspect no one area responsible so I check it into your giant be you say yeah come from Tama Nanado your flight to presidential jet and who send be or private jet or rent the question is what led to the rental of that private jet and say yeah dear you have to see in a problem what then I use and then you use what then I enter for the same penny phone back kind you be politics yet the be politics ama nipa kura ewu kura na just a politics inti way or a party way yeah we by koye way dia and another thing say yan hwe na ya kate political way there be won say emre do programs na me kan say a country without a development plan, it gives birth to improper priorities. Idea most at times, and you're focusing on it because they score political points here. My mind now back here we, but yeah, just you focus. Say we are going to one direction. What is the focus? Focus in here. Idea we yeah because this is NDC. Be say MPP by Oko. This is a private jet na a toy na a papa na flight never okay on van call you MPP van call you. Part of us na be use. Into one officer we one yanya partner beko partner okwa ho mvanko obejesi wo so ba obeyusu nti se nye na wuja ni sa wo so ba yusu za na wo de wo ba beto foforo se ne yesi e beto foforo ma party na so wo mpini a wo de wo ba sa na parliament wo moti wa se bill a be pass na nim se bill we ya pass e be bo amanfo but because of propaganda ni identity e betwim tin what is that and the assume you no ko assassin no nebre nti esa na ya timamfo no ya na yebre what is that nti na American no it is very sad but yan hwe ya very pragmatic ya proactive nya maybe wa yan ansana yan twena accident ni nsi an incident ni ansa ya bana ya hihye coat angese ni brofa angese ya hu hia yo hu hia nti kakra American no me da se
Robert ya da se ma ye nyina ye hu ya connection Mr. Obriyebo good evening.
Good evening, Steph. I want to say.
Mbachwa enye o enye de enye.
Ye na obi awira ho. Yeah, me kese enne ye da ye kan awira ho pa. Me wura ho kura che da me ma me nim papa wuye. Yeah, because we should say aban mu nipa be se numa na asensia e kan
asoja 8
e kan soja fo nso a omo so e bo nipa ho ban enyina ahwere won kwa pa say na awira ho asigana pa ene me wadwo mu ngina je say my din sa de wi oh yeah but there me person me can is there we no my enfanye politics Ghana for nyina amfo makoma mbom enye bribi na wo busa one guy back on so sabra me argument me anya yi say wo ye honhom mu ni na we wodwene ho say NDC for focus so me NDC ni but focus was a cathedral na nankra na do person we see
NDC for nsi now what's the relationship between accident you wo in cathedral
okay there me person me can say almost say any accident represent na person me kasa na obusa ewuo hodo bi a ekoso Ghana Israel mu no so o man hu saniema
oh Mr. Obriyebo o camera no call mama fa o guessing bro guessing mama fa answer Mr. Obriyebo back mbaje ntio
you vim lady with us so mama kwenye na asma person make can say in sociology a free be social caring basically it's a BBC yenyina oh adiwe enyo adiwe oh yeah na say na was it within 2-3 days na bibia to atwa tenazia yakobo obi wo polling stations is here yeja omo yenka wa sembi it's getting to a point in time in our lives say no anytime you are associated with politics bibia wa yenfa ho enye ya because say nipadodo na da bia munye de eye ema omo a omo hu se won so bibi to a ehia omo sa and even when innocent people like ebia omo ni politician akonante and the BBC you know omo fa the fact to say you are associated with a politician no o ya ni nyina eyira and that is where we have got into because then bia oh munye we maye as a the elite would enjoy everything and then majority of the people who are suffering we don't care so they feel say
hello guessing I guess on also an article. So sorry, say okay. I come back.
The fact that you are a politician, they don't care. And yeah, and that's where we have got into as Ghanaians. And until say you be coben chrome na ya try say be develop your crew no. So apathy has it you fahre hon biem no ebe koso sa. Yeah, say obi losing the papa ne mama ni but they don't care. They don't care.
Why?
So the point is, when we politics.
I am parking. I'm safe because I think I also can parking my why because driving and talking not 100% safe.
If you say no question me,
where Dr. Manebo am a chrome, ni chrome hine. Na or kase one of also be out free two places one of I'm say where I have for work no and na omo kasa
yesumo nye you say abranti a wasisu a bomen ha yoba said the oni kitekuru a yede won hoahoa ye ho na nu ya na ona ba ban mu a yini say bibi ni a bitimi aboa na mofra ne awono epe bibi aye yibitimi afọ won so kwa na etima aye Fufi Antuata. Enti sase mo yeso mo enso. No kwase mi ni ha papa na eya rehosam se onipa wokoye wasora ma de achi na wokoye oman no mu adwuma na kwisia nkwanhie wu ete se anokware ginyame nkuto ginyame vi se ayede
krono bibia beto yeso na yehu ne babia yemfa mfiri na yehu babia yede kosi you say ya na nwe se sade ebeto yen nanso so ne den anyaba yete ye no esan se yewura nana efu panama otoso miensa wotia 90 kakra dinafe aboye no kware aboye nyanya yehu ne yemfa
nti yera Dr. Omanibo amani krom for no ye reporters nguso omoko other Dr. Mutala flight lieutenant pilots nya so efie omo abusu efie ni omo abusu afo aso akakokasa. It's a very sad day for Ghana my enyina boss good evening.
Sister Fia.
Ya concern bi ade be ma omo ana.
Sister Fia. Said ya sabe pepe. Sister Fia me dey say me your boy.
Aye.
Kumani. Sister Fia dey tell me say assembly abai. Nano na mahama eka sembi. O kan sembi say tama Nigerians sembi you know. Umwana meka say sabio Sister Fia baby adri say sabio yempay for no be fa Ghana for seriously kakra. Ebe ma money abre say omo ebe fa man no ombe ma bibia toto yi ama ngofo ani abre say omo ye bibia omo ye no omo so ewo areshemu wo man ni mu Sister Fia ba chwote meka
Oh, me too perfectly.
Na akwete sabio mahama wapa we ye bibia magana foni age sika toto ye we oman no na sabio ebedru brebia sabio your president sabio wofa ne maame ne wɔfaase yɛ bibi no ntumi ɛhɔ na meka sɛ no meka
kyerɛ bi we accident no asɛm ne yɛ kan yo
yeah meka accident na asɛm de ba accident no so
na no afa ma ho sɛn
w asɛm a meka no sɛ meka bɛsi mpanyimfo ne sɛ mahama post pɛ sɛ meka mpanyimfo no sɛ be akɔyɛ te sɛ ɛwɔ bi afa anasɛ sɛ wei ne wɔ so a ɔmo nhwɛ mpɛ sɛ mbɛwo de bɛkɔ te sɛ army for the military said deɛ mo hia sɛ Ghana nkɔ ako Ghana nhuni ahokyere bi mu ntino akɔyɛ sɛ ɔmani ni hɔ saa ni bibia bibi kakra no mayɛ ba nso ɛnyɛ saa na sɛ bobi bɛka asɛm bi sɛ Nigeria deɛ ma ɔtɔ Nigeria tɔ mfidie ane helicopter yɛ ka ne sɛ fighter jet ɛwɔ ɛfiri America na sɛ yɛ ɛdɛ na sɛ yɛtumi yɛbɛtumi de ayɛ aboa yɛ man sɛbio yɛnkɔ ako bi nsie enti ama yɛmpanyimfo no ɔmo adwen free the military no so kakra
I think Ghana for na kasa so ka ho ɛnyɛ mpanyimfo no kɛkɛ me say na nsɛm mu bi asɛm ya okay last year ho baby ana me di to Facebook sɛ wokɔ US ne ade baby wo hwɛ sɛnea veteran soldiers ne ndi ɔmo ho agro na Ghana de nkɔfo de edi matemo frɔkɔ US soldiers Ghana soldiers omada omunya hwe ye ma omu bi omu de koye den won you see you don't know what they do say you think Ghana na ye da na ya da no there's a reason why ye da na ya da no
ye nim how ye spend your military ye pay for no suro ye nim say security we no ne boy ye den papa Well, the security pass also co security more and one condition near my what the eco security mono. You know, for him say you two and one the way in a become home. Anka Sebi, Anka Hello Katabia, Anka ID for almost 15 years, and I say you, it has to use you. Aye. Wow. Yeah, my on mine account, I'm paying for no sooner. I did me blame and pay for because somebody decided not to eat him. Well, it may say yeah, quite a light, warning the importance of security. But one more say, oh, what do you hear we? Oh, about what year? It's almost the same man for not or do the grass and they say, oh, got to be manana current flight. A been said it will be back.
Yes. You should that Nipano you should that no be say ya.
$2,000 per hour. TNT be that. Yes, Sika ona so Sebio, Sika any pankwan. Sika any pankwan. And once I'm like you. And they said, I could see you. Until where dear, the shedding, Emma, my moon. No, no, we can't buy, say, a party, yes, a party no one, but who shares it if you're bystander? Me who's a social media. Any, say, Ghana, you say, Yakasa, but you don't fight, say, be any. So bystander effect no ho that's no edru near dino and crofo abo a coin akwa even be power almost 2 hours. Aye. Oh yes, you be online. Oh you be online baby beer and so it drew critical no Ghana ni onya mu obekwa mane man. Oh nothing else and a person pay for the tears say omofa we lesson say edru de dino Nanka said, no, on quan and can go for Kudru no, compass on bed to charge you. If I can't be on bed to charge you. Sabio be our money, the grassy won't kind of bull, or won't save your grassy biscuits. As one says, and then on Nipana Babe will save you. They will save you. Even though say, or man who young and a woman and Kudru and I be BBC, now soon, or man for crime or Asana, and me Bruno Cracker Kudru, and nature said, or mine on the Yelfa or mine seriously at this time. When you listen, but when you listen, I'm paying for say, or mine, say, your mother, your man, cocodri, or mine, or doby, or you pay for me.
Okay, on him. One of him, when him says, another Air Force plane, a helicopters are 9GADW. 4 people, ne woman also quit you mark why emergency landing. Into helicopters thing now, the Amasoja for Nanya Papa. And so when okay, you can't see a Kotobia Masoja for you bet the attempt the air politics. At the end of politics, so no. To a Dubonia. It become I see improving yet to social media your PhD in attending. Because of we and General say, hey, plan who here na e dey na be ya manyen e fa so be na e benya wom da bi e be di atem
and sometimes na you put in
so ma ade hia ma ne ma me di ne ba kro yakoko no yakuya ne yakuno ye ne yakuno ya ma
sometimes
no blame papa and complain ne papa
sometimes some test waters no nanso na omo hwe de population na say amanfo no be reaction be ye ensinti omo ni say Ghana for de omo ye bibi na say ni a omo be castigate enti ye be ye na area no betum nanso da bia dure die adabraka omo fa Jomahama enfa ne nan si yi on gina ne nan so say de dure die ekronka mame bi din ana different we krum the friend ekronka
omo to play papa ma for no
military for no me helicopter choppers ebeboa oman ho adwuma ena mo kwakoye sabio galam say ni man na ti ba bia dri say the weekend to declare emergency na ka yeden na ka we ankwanko ba
openia no so ye politics ya ye dey high politics mama no was be me na abranti no oye adwuma mi newsroom nti no
say if you me una training me
Makro ba ko pe oye adwuma pa na oye pa broche no me that's bebre mi so bi about your point na o ka cathedral na aban kosi
yeah obi fresh me for me sorry they na me can say on the Ghana ye free who say Christopher say even Muslims cry ye nyina ye fi say yesumunyame o might be to say Israel say tragic e sha say esi o man ni mu a omu ko mu nyankopon ko busa ne esi no ma hwe ho ade aye me personally no me ye NDC ni but sad na omu pese omu do omu saka say yemfa nkosi hospital bi ni ade that was not the focus nti omu se san omu adwene NDC for na se aban ni betimi aye sad na onye afa me ba accident ne so Ghana BBC afa na ne ye fa nyansa they said na wo kan wo kroma wo America a sojafoɔ ho na papa madwuma ma me wei no so obi akɔ soja pen na sɛ bi a ɔsɛvo bɛyɛ sɛ 6 years 8 years na or come out no ɔba adwuma mu a bɛhwɛ sɛ deɛ esi hoahoa ɔmo even after all sɛ eduru ɔyi saa day na yɛde celebrate wɔn na bɛhwɛ deɛ adwuma no ɛyɛ de ma wɔn sɛ biribi ne yɛyɛ a ɔmo yɛ priority a kyerɛ sɛ adwuma no edi kan hu ɔmo ansa na ɔmo hu yɛn ne a yɛn kɔ soja pen no but Ghana yenye saa ne ma no yemu ya sojafoɔ ne ya polisifoɔ no kura o na de ba ko a yentimi nya so ye maintenance de enti a yentimi nya maintenance no meme hu ne sɛ sika no ɛfa nkɔfoɔ nsɛm sɛ de ɛsɛ ɔmo de ye no ɔmo mfa nye because I believe maka no platform so pay na me wo cars o Ghana ye adwuma me driver no ka kyerɛ me sɛ ɔtɔ diesel ɛwɔ ye friend say asojafoɔ ho wa kra yi
Bema camp.
That's correct. I want to know what Tony this. Oko normal Buddhism na gumu egu ne ka nimu no no atria ka e wo fom.
Just obi na wia no osmogo mana.
I soldier for na area because this is no mfanya adwuma no mo selling no outside. Enti e could be asemaje e na ya koma ya. But ye ne beba pa say defense minister mu etu kwan ni player what mu nya na go class. Safia adena ebetima si baabi ade asema ye ka ebetima si baabi a but se play na de bia kan ho asem me baga na me mfa fom o because ana na nsa kura se na me hwɛ ekwan ya wo fanko ne ade no dia na bema me maduru Ghana na metuka mintuka da be top play but na no me sa kwotena play mu se no obi kan na me san suro se de ese wo so ya san ye duru kumase no me say suro. And here comes to the case say sa company na for complain na DNS aban as aban ni na si hom na o stop sa airlines no madwuma ye no mo investigate say o maintenance no mo yan ko ya na but it's obi bi a obenya di won che ho ba bi nti that problem will never solve until say ebeku nipa be 100 and san ya gina ba ye wo so but it's better say obe save one since we got 100 no. Oh, nti ya bedru baby a and this about when I buy no almost bomb home modern. But enemy tears say President Mahama baby soon. Steph, I'm very emotional. Be a Jumane. Yeah. Be a Jumane a soon. Be Tianus be an a sword drew maginum. Oh, and everyone my yet to say defense minister. Yakura, Yamame, who you do crampono, send ye to me Yama. Now, me, I will back up. Let's abri on this already. I'm going to be no. Well, we're going to no. Young and I, you know, Bako, you know, Bako, I didn't have a better, you best see the baby, no. Mamma into a Bianca view. Yeah. Mamma into a Bianca Biantino.
Mamma, no one here on your papa.
On your papa,
no offense, I know no such.
I know they are called me, mammy, a woman. You're training me about no one you know who ye. Another one, sir, we, mammy, you're not trusting with mamma, who's uncle and who ye no. And one ordinary high blood pressure and the idea. Yeah. What you say? And you know, Saudi way cinema. Me, I believe we say and galamse Nibia na to trio. Me, I don't believe that. But the me when he said, why is it because you online? I don't know. It seems almost lost to communication. I would just play no 2 years and say you no credit. You impress your back can send
yeah, we don't know.
The investigation now, mobile and beba. So I'm lose communication. And how long? And a side you see now almost as a black box in your day, been much less grass me tio be no gas with him the black box to cry. Say plan be a young we have to be our black box.
I feel no cordon off area no, so that they can look for it.
Yeah, because I know I didn't say Betty Mashi to the point better than no. And whatever went on, no, they can see say be a communication because we did not twinkle of an eye and send a plane no air from what ever transpire no more bet me. Well, into one day, Yamma Abusiano watching in our committee news will be our land and across the year, the year Bosome. So, Jenny, Abba, and then Kwan was starting a Juma, and the day
just serious. Just serious. What you said, there's another Air Force plane. Air Force helicopter, so helicopter 9G and also emergency helicopters. No, we use old helicopters.
Yeah, it's
a cut off for I'm sure you find your politics. Yep, yeah, the bad politics.
Sana,
this is a Margaret Cramo, because Ghana soldiers. No, example now, they man, say Ghana soldiers no mukuta MP's bag, no, or munye maybe. How many soldiers no mukuta MP's bag compared to the entire military population? Who soldiers in Ghana? You were armed forces, you were air force, you were MP, military police. Who say 1 or 2 people be able to take back and you saw your phone use that. Yeah, but serious Ghana for. Serious. You get the military that you invest into. When you invest into the military, military need kuta MP bag. One more kuta MP bag.
Yeah.
Ye na te say abrocho we so jeni no koto na nkra yete so ma no say no panika no that transting na ye twa mu pruse me say after 9/11 no say BBC na me gina airport Atlanta I think na America soldier for mako ba bi o moba obi an kan share passengers na e ho so obi monsem o everybody stood up no be a monsem mama American soldiers no Ghana for ye soldiers cry e po ma bro wo mo ye mu ye soldiers ye mu ye soldiers. American near Cochrane who say a branch because soldier Obama say thank you for your service. One thank you for your service. They respect their military. Yeah, they military. Young got to play more mono. Oh, my justification say my and because Omukuta bag. I mean, are you serious?
Look.
Ghana, Kubiensi or Ghana. Obi Namani the boy who suffer Ghana there 30 years. Okay, say easy say Kubiensi. Burkina leader by was so military coup and then say Moka you so just say you man or kasa because the style of the military and you're bragging they don't talk. Into who fear Ghana now that what the whole police phone going to who say soldier phone here. No man now. They are more entries a helicopter than a bear crano. Yasuma soldier need your becas uncle. Yebehu. See our Ghana.
Sister Fianti major more corner. Idea make up ideas in his head. Yama maintenance who a here oh my Ghana. I dear friend maintenance will be here. I dear the 200 matter say a crying cry, a quite to her as a beer will be here. Community center being here. See, yeah, the idea so one, sir. Make sure, sir, who yeah, dear, and cinema moments were barbecues because me America Hano. and I'm a babro to the Niama Moon say, I dear be a committee matter on committee idea word. Say, within best 2-3 months in almost I'll see a year of electric cars, them post office. Better renovation, a cost.
You.
But when Yama air cost on Yama Moya, say, Obia, year after year, be an almost try say something will change. By the end of the day, say, Abana Kranya, locate can say, you look at this can do down honor, one who's obesity diamonds. Yeah, sorry, says Annie Mayasi. But Yamaya didn't call now, yeah, or my a GD for mine and Yamasum for mine. Near maybe one my deep bonnet bar, a must have been Yamia before, a ball mine so because I say. So my name would penny be soon, I won't soon let me do Yamianim. Now the near my business why in your ball mine so. You think I said yes, CBS, but young quite fast why about to choose any money in a more mine on Yami, and the Yaknama FFF, and that's it.
So we want my now say ma uni Aaron Brem what I say Aaron Pacho good evening.
Good evening, Stefia. I say we are some Kessia to Ghana. I some Kessia part to Ghana, but I feel say we should consider it as a failing forward that we need to have the real conversations on our transport regimes. The truth of the matter is say Accra to Kumasi Road at the more. I don't think say even helicopter would have been an option. Yempesi be cancer no creno. And this will be air Kumasi or be plane. It's not because when yes it be a safety.
A necessity.
Yeah. And yes, when yes, it can be, but you're not talking about that. Nancy, I say, okay, 15 youth, Omako was our kind of so. I believe this is the time I say, if not me catch your business, government will be my policy, every other road construction say, Accra Kumasi Road, no. Yeah, because the number of people who were that road, no. Too much, and I believe that's a precursor here. People would believe that now they need to take plane, like the Air Force Society plane. Ideally, Mills and Rollins and all those people, no, they used to use these roads, but now no, there's no guarantee of safety on the road. So the best is okay, you use planes say, or helicopter. And at these helicopters, if you look at Ghana history, most of them have been donated to us. Donation. What other countries have used? A donation. What other?
They're things in
So already for them, no, it's not something for Mumbuno. Yet top end and we use at this time. Yes, no culture of maintenance. So I believe it's a whole transport conversation. The entire even helicopter was the first option. Obe yusu and no boy say kasa asemono. Say Accra to Kumasi Road. Me, I feel that is where the issue is. Anything you are doing in Kumasi, if you want to go to Kumasi today, nobody is thinking. If the person is having the means, will not think of using motor transport or something like that. Nobody. Why? Because a deaf track. So I think that is what we should do. Say, if Mahama or if whichever government or even the opinion leaders in the country will say, we need to fix this thing. For about 20 years now, Accra to Kumasi, we are talking about it. For 20 years now. I don't think that this would have happened if say Accra to Kumasi Road at Demoa. I don't think about ABC saying that. That's
it. Point here very important, Pa. Good evening.
Good evening. Really, sadness fan out to you. What do you mean?
It's on Kapa.
Unze Dr. Manibo man so pojo ba.
Yeah, or your pojo ba. Oh. Pojo ba pa. Mon shedding.
Yeah, send ye can sad say ye twema BBC and san ye na. And I will put no. I think say see atuni pakesi entina ye na ya fan say ye kabat. And then I meet interview Obine ex flight lieutenant. You know say CCI flights na helicopters in pool. They cannot fly from Ghana directly to the US. It's almost zero. Ebia France and now baby SR air service and BNT. Sika yes no other unnecessary things no. Unse we a basic nyoma. A basic crime can you say ultimate John say your helicopter be a faulty and baby. And I think say I sad mum and yes you went me but it should be a big wake up call. And I'm not mean your error on canoe. Your main commercial cities, Kumasi ni Accra, very quiet. Anka, ye serious bank, also a railway, direct railway anchor. Every Kumasi fire Juma Accra within 1.5 hours, no Akwaba on. I think that there be a cause but we should look at other your ships, your marine devices, yeah, making sure say yeah huge investment, say yeah in Chema as a munsi, and Sana, yeah, Kasa, and then I say we a very sad now other young men now movie and say some artists about so Naira was saying
yeah, but they were worried now. They could be so worried now. Yeah, one of the pilots.
Wow, sure. Very sad. Me John said yes. Your friend said the Prime Minister called baby. Now I say we are called to us. And Ben, I will boost your phone for you. Ever catcher. Very sad. In a your holding, but I think say actions need to be done.
I mean, now I say papa. Yeah, the best year say time and they are so. Kwame and Keminim say, "Oh, yeah, just a quick one." And Sana Wako, may you because time now so.
Okay.
Do a 1
Many
minute.
America, okay. Near almost a ma plane here and say weather not change you Ghana about bare 4 or 3 days ni. In so toss antino. I believe say it be a fog and a ma almost timiko hete when it's because na me tie Peace FM. Na who eyewitness no say to say plane abetwam we kura na say. Inti sana nke fault bia I believe say nkombe lande wo ekura na say. Inti ebe weather no na ene ma omutimi ekohwe sa edua no. Inti no we dey unfortunate. Ye nyina ebe hye ho den na abusia no nso nyame nkyekere omore because ade asam na mete na mera ho because any pay washe obede wo hu say we enso ni na say we enso ni e kwan so be na ye befa
no ni asem no
asem sister fia na me ni atata isa asem na areho ti we die sister me dibesia okay nti
that's it abusan fo nti e ma ye nyina ye ho yakọ yama yakọ ne shede na we dey asem kese pa kra Kumasi road ne dey as a matter of urgency or say ye road no na ye ba ne ye kase ye koto plane na helicopter ma military for ma ye mfa me ye politics wa ha because they bia e was ye take precaution ye dey person ni bewu ansa na ye hu say we hu ye say koto plane small ye dey ye politics na no mo hu bebi abeduru show Mary Kwam, Margaret Kwam say one can say because soldiers no kuta nkofo bag ntimi ento play more mo nemu mo so opache say the entire respect America for soldiers in Ghana for the any so mukuta na me say Ghana military kakrakai go and look at the number the population of your military which is made of air force armed forces the mo from marine no Ghana from navy omu nyina ye military do was saying the woman out of number mukuta bag I may and justify ni maybe you. Ye respect ye dia, sa no be super respect ye. In fact, Ghana soldiers no, uko United Nations, ye respect you papa. Ghana soldiers ye from uko East Timor. Ye from anywhere UN for ye operation akese bia Somalia, Sudan, Lebanon, and see me classmate or Lebanon no lead platoon no. Ye inko so ye quiet respect ye dia. Margaret Kwam, you. Obi Said Mohammed say railway e better anti improving railway line no yate Kwame Nkrumah no so say if ya one can just okay time na so next week Monday no join the conversation what say ha o see enya Accra Kumasi dual carriage road e no na president Kufuor say ya was e ko si nsawom atamo so buy na tika na no muntu ya no betu aka ho if you want to abandon Accra Kumasi at this stage in the life of Ghana ye nuanum India focus space Ghana was a patch of me ni so ba ansa na ya Accra Kumasi road. Etoji yen ya. Etoji yen na make baby America no ni ade anka busuafo nko su Ghana for wrongful death. Because a lack of maintenance, a lack of proper care and am o made hia kwa kowu no nko for papa no. Dr. Sapon onye ni paketwa. Soldier for flight lieutenant ni ade omu nyina be important men akowu kwa. Yema ya ho ya akọ ne shedin wate asem kese na aso Ghana no efre me vim lady good night